Body. I'm so glad you're here. So, Dr. Phil always says we have to teach people how to treat us. So let's teach the algorithm how to treat us. So if you're happy to be here, I'm used to TT, so I don't even know how to help you to say that you're happy to be here, but I'm happy you're here. My name is Kim. My website is www.investlearnearn.com, and I help people learn how to make money from their phone. And I'm not talking about small change, I'm talking about life changing income. 900, 600, 300, $100 per customer from your phone. Now you might wonder, why would people pay you that kind of money to make to well, because because they are learning a highly valuable skill, digital marketing. So, as I say, my name is Kim. I'm glad you're here. And if you're multitasking, I'm going to invite you to give me your full attention. I'm only going to be here for about 25 minutes, but this is the kind of information that can change your life. So, if you've ever checked your bank account before going to the grocery store, I've got something for you. If you've ever wanted to do something, let's say you wanted to have this amazing trip to the Caribbean or Europe or Africa, and then you checked your bank account and you had to sit back down, I've got something for you. If you're in a job that does not help you to live your goals and or it's toxic, I've got something for you. Stick with me, friend. Because I know what it feels like to check your bank account before you go to the grocery store, to like check that app again and again and again, to coach your kids, don't ask for anything because you have it down to the penny exactly how much you could spend. Or maybe you got used to just taking a calculator to the grocery store. I got something for you. If you've been in a job where Sunday night you have the shakes, the sweats, you can't even think about Monday morning because going to that job is toxic, I've got something for you. Or maybe your job is fine, but you just wish you had something more. Maybe you're just looking at your retirement account, certainly after these last few months, and saying, oh my goodness, I'm afraid I'm going to have to work until I die. Then I've got something for you. What I have for you is revolutionary because I've come to understand that rest can create revenue, that we don't have to work 8, 10, 12, 16 hours a day in order to make ends meet. What we have been taught is not anything that will serve us. What the ruling class has taught us that we're only worth 10, 15, 20, even 30 or $40 an hour in this economy, it's not going to let us go to the grocery store and not worry about the cost of eggs. We are served to learn a skill that matches the 21st century because in the 21st century, everything is changing at light speed. And do you know that people have democratized technology in a way that you can make up to $900 a customer from your phone simply by posting 3 short videos to social media every day? Consistency is key because what I have here is a way to break free of trading hours for dollars and to create more time to live a life that you truly love, that meets you where you are. The kind of life where you get to create your life and then the work fits in the tiny gaps. Just 2 hours a day, folks. And it's not 2 hours in 2 hour chunks. You sprinkle it through your day. 15 minutes here, 20 minutes there, 30 minutes here, where you're creating these short videos or you're copying and pasting free ads and putting it on high traffic websites all over the internet. I can tell you the story of people who have made legacy building income like that. I can tell you about Daryl. He was a welder. He describes himself as a brown noser back when he was doing welding. He received Employee of the Month more than once. So he was shocked when they walked into his workspace and said, "We're not going to need your services anymore." He was so shocked, like most Americans, he was living paycheck to paycheck. So he didn't have a cushion to fall back on. And through an unfortunate series of events, he was separated from his family. He tells us that back then he and his wife were on the verge of breaking up. He ended up in a homeless shelter for men. He found a new job selling insurance. I believe it was commission only, don't hold me to that. And he was in a woman's living room waiting for her HIPAA paperwork to come back, just looking at his phone, scrolling. He happened to be on FB and he saw a woman who said she'd just made $600 from a sale and she'd like to teach you how. He was like, "Sure, that sounds great." He signs up within 2 days. That was more than a year ago. Daryl has gone on to make more than $400,000 in 1 year. Now, if you ask him how he was able to do it, he'd say two main reasons. Number one, it is a blueprint that is step by step, and we receive guidance every day. Number two, and this is probably most important, he was coachable. So, friends, what would that kind of yes do for you? Let's say, what would your vision be? Like, if you could take just 2 hours a day, what would your financial goal be? For many of us, it's that first $10,000 a month. Do you know that because the products that we sell, our top selling one is $900? If you sell that $900 product just 12 times a month, that's $10,800. 12 sales. Now, for most of us, like I've been in multi level marketing, I've done sales in different ways. Multi level marketing, you're making pennies on the dollar for the most part. So if I were to sell a lipstick, let's say I'm in I don't, my mom sold Avon, so this is what or even Skin So Soft, which was a bestseller back in the day, and I still love that product. You sell that a Skin So Soft, you'd be lucky to make $1 of a product. So in order to get more than 10,000, you'd have to sell 10,000 bottles of Skin So Soft. That's why this program is so revolutionary. The price points 900, 600, 300, and 100, they move things. Like even a $100 sale. You do a $100 sale 5 days a week, that's 500 extra dollars that you get for 2 hours of work. 10 hours of work for 500. Now, most of us, if we get a part-time job, we'd be happy to be making $20 an hour. And then the other reason that this is amazing is for me, it's not true for everyone. It's fun to make these 3 videos, to share empowering information, to remind people that you don't have to be stuck. If you have Wi Fi and a smartphone and 2 hours a day, you can change your life. Now, if you're interested, I'm going to invite you to go to my website. And unfortunately, I don't have it here. It should be here. It is www.investlearnearn.com. That's investlearnearn.com. www.investlearnearn.com. So I'm going to tell you, I found this program after I'd been trying other programs that really didn't work for me. Uh, they work for other people. I'm not trying to slam them. But I'm here to tell you they did not work for me. And in fact, I found this program because I was on TT one night looking for a way to capture email addresses. Because if you're building a business and you don't have email, you don't really have a business because you are stuck with the whims of these social media platforms who are great. They're free, right? I'm very lucky that TT, FB, YT, they let me come and use their platform and spread my message. But if they decide they don't like what I'm saying, or there's a snafu, because last time I did a TT live, I got a violation, I didn't say anything wrong to my knowledge, but they told me to shut it down or they would suspend my account. I have no idea why. I'm at their whim. But when I have people who are interested, their email addresses, then I'm building a business because I can continue to communicate with them and they can hopefully grow to know, like, and trust me, to know that what I'm offering has high value, to trust that they can move from where they are to where they want to be. So yeah, so I was looking for an email capture system. I was on TT. I saw a young woman's live, and she mentioned that this program was done for you. Done for you? I'd never heard that before. I didn't know there were done for you digital marketing programs. Now, I knew I wanted to be in digital marketing because Forbes magazine had named digital marketing, independent freelance digital marketing, as the top earning career for more than 2 years. 2020, 2023, 2023, and 2024. So I knew I wanted to get in there. And I had been learning, but not earning. This program has taught me not only to learn, but to earn. And they do it because it is so step by step. It's not only beginner friendly, it's made for beginners. So when she said it was done for you, and it came with an um, email capture page, and that there were 4 tiers, I could get started at $100 on a payment plan. I said, well, for less than $65, I can actually see an email capture page that works, that's already communicating with the website. That would be worth it in itself because I could probably mirror what I saw working. Well, friend, I purchased that night and I was instantly blown away. The amount of value at that $100 product level, the amount of information that I could actually implement was more than what I found in that $500 product. So I immediately, well, first of all, I made 2 sales in about 8 days. Boom. So I made two $100 sales because you can sell whatever products you have invested up to. So I made two $100 sales. So I immediately went up to the $300 level. And then once again, I was blown away. And so I used my earnings to go all the way up to the $900 level. That's where I am now. So the amazing thing at the $900 level, you get $1,900 worth of products. So if you sold one of those products a week, that's $1,900 a week. That's more, far more than many lawyers and doctors make. Now, especially if that's if you sell that a day. I'm here to tell you that you can make 900 a client, that you can make 900 a sale because you are learning as you go. I never wanted to tell my kids that they couldn't do something because I couldn't afford it. Let them explore the world. Let them have their just be able to go wherever their interest lies. That's one of the reasons I wanted to be a parent, that I wanted to give my kids the world. And it hurt me to my heart to not be able to say, yeah, go to that soccer class, go to that gymnastics class. So my daughter, so funny. My son, oh, sorry, my son loves soccer. My daughter likes gymnastics. She talks about gymnastics. She works on her split all the time. All her, not me. But when it came time to go to gymnastics class, she wanted to spend time with mommy. And that's the thing. How much longer will she want to spend time with her mom? I want to be able to spend time with her, not chained to my laptop, not chained to the office, not second guessing the decisions I made on the work I did yesterday. Because in October of 2024, I was stressed, I was overwhelmed. And then the shock, my best friend just didn't wake up in October of 2024. So I had to take a really good look at how I was spending, investing my time on earth. And what I found did not please me. because I was giving this time to my job and bringing home stress and anxiety. So I knew something had to change. That's why I finally, in January, found this program that works, that has taught me how to make up to $900 a customer, that I'm on track of learning how to make 900 a day. They say give her 3 years and she will teach us how to make 900 a day. Now, I'm going to tell you that first $900 sale, I was not expecting it. In fact, it sat in my account for more than 24 hours before I even realized it was there. Cuz back then I didn't even check my Stripe account every day. Oh, well, you better believe I do it now because passive income is real. You post these 3 videos a day, sometimes more. I'm trying to build. So you'll see I've been doing about 4 most days. And some of them are 6 seconds. Friend, you can walk by a camera for 6 seconds. You can put some attention grabbing text on a screen and you can get AI to help you create this attention grabbing text. And then people who are interested will just raise their hand and say, hey, tell me more. And that's what I'm here to do right now. I'm only talking to people who are interested. And if you're looking for a total freebie, I'm going to say, ciao, friend, because you must invest in order to get the education that will help you to reach your dreams. Virtually no profession. I can't think of any where all of the things you need to know you can learn for free. It costs money. This is a capitalist society. So it's just part of the game. So if you're not ready to invest, it's fine. But we have 4 price points to meet virtually any budget. And they're payment plans. There are plans, friend. So if you get started on the $100 level, which is what I did, I built up to 900 gradually. $25 a month plus this one-time website fee, which is $39. If you get involved at the $900 level today before midnight, I will refund that website fee of $39. But only for the 900. Now, the $900 one is our bestseller. You might wonder why that is. It's because it's so comprehensive. And if you've been in the digital marketing space for any time, you know that it is a $1.2 billion a day industry and it is only going up. So, no, it's not saturated. We're actually on the ground floor. And if you learn social selling, you are learning the highest income uh, talent, skill set of our time. Now is the time to learn because in a year or two, that whole QVC vibe, it's going to be everywhere. Social selling will continue to grow. Why not learn these skills? Now, if you're like me and not prepared for retirement, stupid short for retirement, one of my favorite digital marketers call it. This could be the thing. Because if you're just learning how to make, let's say 900 a month to start, maybe you can say 900 a week. It's going to depend on you, on your ability to be coachable, on your ability to decide who is your ideal client. Because if you're talking to everybody, you're talking to nobody. Right now, I'm talking to folks over 50 who are wondering how they got to this place where they don't have everything they need, whether it be more month than money, whether they're silly short for retirement, whether they just want more out of life. But they've done, what they say you're supposed to do, or maybe they've even fallen down a few times because we have people in our community there's Tim, 55 years old. He took a retail company from 300 stores to about 3,000 stores. He was a major driver. And he was shocked when they came into his office and told him that his skills would no longer be offered. Now, he'll tell you, he got started here and it took him 2 months before he made his first sale. So, friends, it's not a get rich quick scheme. You must learn and you must be consistent. But now he's gone on. He's a seven. I believe he's a 7-figure earner now. He's definitely 6 figures, high 6 figures. And if he's not seven figures yet, he's right on the brink. What could you do? Now, I'm just telling you that this is what's possible. Now, for most of us, I'm happy to make my $900 when it comes in, right? I'm building, I'm learning, I'm growing. How are you growing? How are you using your precious time on earth? Because I'm going to tell you that the biggest thing for me, yes, I love the money. I love the $900 clients that come in, but it's this sense of calm, this peace that my friends tell me I exude now. Now that I am not giving my best energy to a job, you know, a job is just over broke. I'm so much more myself. I'm so much more relaxed. I'm so much closer to being the mom I really want to be. So I invite you to get your free wealth blueprint. Yes, you can get a sample of what I'm talking about just by going to my website, www.investlearnearn.com. Let me see, is there a way for me to put this on the screen? I think so. Let's see. But what happens if I go notes? Nope. Captions? Let's see. Can I put that up there? Let's see. Put that up there. I wonder where that goes. Stay tuned. Say www.investlearnearn.com. Hope you can see that. Show. Um, Anybody have any questions? Add. Oh, that's what we want. www.invest. I'm new here. I'm only doing it because I'm only here because my son, uh, his uh, his tablet has broken all the way down, and so he's using my phone. So I had to try something new. I'm thrilled that I'm here. You can always reach me at www.investlearnearn.com. I want to thank you for your time and attention. I hope I've given you enough information so that you'll know whether or not you're curious, because I have a free wealth blueprint for everyone who visits my website and enters their email address. I want you to know that this is not about a job, it's about your vehicle to more income. I want you to know that you have power in your hand. It's that smartphone, and that you don't have to stay stuck. And also, no matter what came before this day, I want you to know that your best days are still ahead of you. Keep breathing, keep dreaming, and I'm being paid, so perfect. Take good care. Thank you.